Just cleaning up the pile. And then we have a whole new block up top. I don't know how many people are going to join us today, so we're just kind of winging it. How you been?
Been good. I'm COVID free now. But,
oh, nice.
My dad actually got it.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, he's got it now. So.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, but he's doing all right. And I guess my grandpa got it from somewhere, but he's doing fine. I mean.
Yeah.
He's lost his taste and smell, but besides that, yeah.
Yeah, the whole bunch of our workplaces here, everybody's pretty much got it now, so we're kind of at the point where if you haven't had it, well, it's coming.
Yeah.
But everybody's doing well. Like nobody's gotten like hospitalized or anything, so that's good. It's kind of the most you can hope for with this whole crazy thing. My hope is that everybody who can get it gets it, and then it just we can't get any more, and that's the end. Because I'm so tired of all of this. It's been like what, 2 years? It's almost 2 years of this now.
Yeah, I think it's been around that. It's been a long time.
Yeah, coming up on 2 years. Who would have thunk it, eh? But that's all good. It's the way she goes sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why we log, because it takes our mind off of all the stupid things going on in reality. That's the theory, anyway. That's the theory. Oh, jeez. There we go. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to play for a while today, I guess, and we'll see who jumps in, who doesn't. We haven't had a logging crew in a while, so I was starting to feel bad. It's like, well, let's try one middle of the week, see if anybody comes. So, we'll see. We'll see who shows up, who doesn't.
Yep. It was lucky that it was Thursday, because usually school gets out a lot later than today. Today it got out at like 2 where I'm at.
Oh, nice.
So,
you guys get like early day kind of thing, or what?
Yeah, just on Thursday. It's
I think we used
earlier.
Yeah, I think we used to have that too. I can't remember why we had that, but yeah, I remember that specifically.
Yeah,
good old Thursdays. You get math double period though. That was always the worst.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted that. What's your favorite subject if you had to pick one?
Probably band so far.
Band, nice. What do you do in band?
I play the saxophone a lot.
Sick, buddy. Right on. Saxed it up, man.
Yeah.
I was a bass, guitar, and percussion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got 2 or 3 percussionists now that are pretty good.
Sick.
So.
Yeah, good. Yeah. That's the way to do her, man. Yeah, band's fun, and then what did I do? Band and drama, choir. God, I did it all, man. Anything to do with music's always so much fun. Get to go to like all kinds of cool band events and stuff.
Yeah, we've got a big football game going on with the other high school. I think it's coming up in probably 2 weeks now.
Oh yeah, sweet.
So yeah, I think we're all gonna do the marching band style stuff.
Sweet. That'd be sweet. So you get to. Do you do sax in a marching band, or do you have to do something else?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I'm kind of mastered every type of saxophone, but I'm mainly just stuck on the one right now.
What do you what type do you play?
I play the baritone saxophone.
Baritone, that's where it's at, buddy.
Yeah.
The beautiful sounds of the baritone. I tried doing tenor sax one time. That wasn't such a great. I wasn't so good at it though. I'm more of a like fingers and strumming and picking kind of guy. To be trying to do like the air thing, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's really weird. I know when I first started, I think it was probably 2 or 3 years ago now when we first started. A group of my friends were like, "Wow, this is weird."
Yeah.
Now we're all used to it.
Hey, Blam, where are you going with that, buddy? Up here, buddy, up here. I mean, that's why I was making a hole for you, but yeah, we're done down below. There's no more love down there. Stop for a sec. Go ahead and to your left. That way when you're backing up, you're not going to hit this pile. Or you know what, better yet, just drop it from that side. I can process it from that side, that's fine.
Here, 1 second, I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's drop it right, come ahead a bit. Right there, that's good. I can just do that one backwards. Future ones, drop them right on this line leading up to this rock right here. That's kind of where we want them. Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome.
One of my friends is spamming me. He probably wants to play with me, but I'm like, nope, I'm playing with FDR.
That's the way to do it, man. Spamming your friends is what life is all about.
Yes.
If you ain't spamming your friends, you ain't having a good time. Alright, well, I'm going to process this stuff the opposite way, and we should have lots of room. Robert, welcome to the party.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome. Welcome. Is your first time playing? Or have I seen you before? I can't remember.
The first time playing with you.
Sweet. Welcome. There are no rules in the FDR Logging crew. Everybody just kind of jumps in a machine, has fun, cut down the trees, try not to make a mess, don't screw up other people's piles.
Great, thanks.
Make love, not war. That's the rule. Oh, God. And learn how to process if you're as bad as I'm doing right now. Holy Lord. Okay. Oh, we can get another 12 out of that, probably.
Do you have joysticks or just keyboard and mouse or controller? Or?
Me?
Yeah.
I have the Thrustmasters.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah. That's the way to go. That's
Yep.
what I've got.
It's the only way to. It's the only way to love. It just makes it so much more fun.
Yeah. It's wild. I've grown around heavy equipment my entire life, but I've never really gotten any chances to operate.
Oh, okay.
It's wild. It's just like
That's sick.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun.
You
It's not.
want me to load these logs over by the John Deere?
Sure, yeah, if you want.
Alright.
There should be a truck around there somewhere too. I don't know where it went, or it might be at the mill. You might have to bring it up.
Okay.
It's not too far. Boop. Yeah, yeah, no, it's cool. It's not quite exactly like real life, obviously, but it's as close as you can get for sitting at home. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's,
love them.
it's pretty cool.
It's the way to do her. Oops. That does not seem very straight to me. There we go. That's better. Let's grab that one too. There you go. All right. Ah. There we go. I figure out which way my pedals are facing here. Boop. Hey, Meatball, are you bunching?
Yeah, I'm just bunching.
Let's go up towards where the skidder is. Let's go uphill and then up the other way. 'Cause I think downhill is going to become a big old biatch here real fast.
Yeah, I just practically fell on my face in this thing. So.
Good. Good. Kind of up where that little John Deere skidder's parked. It's probably the best spot. I'm gonna go hop in the other one and help out there too. There's quite a bit of wood to chalet up here. Let's go park this bad boy in this little hole here. Alright, let's go to... Nice loading there, Robert. Looks good. Right on, buddy. See, future operators, everybody.
I think I've been watching since the end of 2015, and I'm like, man.
Oh my God, 2015?
Yeah, 2015.
Man, back when everything wasn't even that great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's always kind of been my like joke around thing now at school. I'm like, oh yeah, I play with this logging guy on YouTube. What?
Such a random thing. I know it's like
Yeah.
professional coworkers and stuff at work. I'm just like, yeah, I don't really bring it up, but some people are like, hey, you do that thing, right? And it's like, oh yeah, that. Let's not talk about that in front of my boss because it's a little weird, but all right.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
one of
cool.
my,
It's just not, everybody kind of, it's a weird thing. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, One
I just love it.
of my buddies actually found the videos and he said, "Man, it sounds like you're in one of these." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "Some logging thing." I'm like, "Oh,
That's hilarious.
Uh-oh."
Small world, hey?
Yeah, they found me out real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, they can find you, man.
Yeah.
I had tons of different coworkers discover me by mistake, and I was like, oh, well, that's scary. Oh, here, I'll get that crap out of there.
It's somebody who you would never, ever expect to know anything about.
Exactly.
Like, it was the randomest thing ever. He came up to me, I'm like, huh? Like, what?
That's cool.
Oops, I'm stuck in the
Yeah, it becomes a very interesting concept. I just, like I said, I just enjoy the peacefulness of it. I don't know, there's something really just zen about just piling logs and doing stuff. I don't know. Can't quite describe it. Never had anything quite like it, though.
Yeah, it does get really peaceful. I mean, my main goal is to cut like half the trees down on, I think it's Ender's Forest or something like that.
Oh, sick.
So
That's a
yeah,
lot. That's going to take you some time, son.
I put at least 30 hours into the same game now, and
Oh,
it's
yikes.
starting to get real
Getting a little laggy now?
laggy. So
I
I
bet.
ran around for about 30 minutes the other day with the stump grinder, and it was crazy how many stumps and everything I got rid of. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember Matt and his son did every single tree on Pacific Inlet. That's how I first met Matt a long time ago, because they were
Holy
streaming
cow.
it, and that was so funny. I was like, Jesus, that's absolutely crazy. I haven't even done that.
I have totally not ever thought about running around with that stump grinder and grinding them all up. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you could clear it. It would just be so time-consuming.
Yeah, I figured it'd take a while. I just kind of accepted the fact that it's going to be a long time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I'm sure I'll
she'll be a
probably-
minute.
I'll be one of those people. I'm like, I can't move to 22 yet. I'm not done yet. Just be sitting here playing 19.
Yeah. That's all right, though.
But yeah, I was watching the DJ Gohan stream. That was actually pretty cool.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was
We
really cool.
had no plan or anything of what we were doing. We just kind of were winging it, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's just funny to talk to them. Well, like, I've corresponded with him via like messages, like in emails and stuff for so long that it was just kind of fun to actually be able to talk to them and see if they were as ridiculous as I thought they were, and they were, and that was great.
Yeah. There's a lot going on over there.
Oh, yeah.
I know that they're really into the whole like fact sheet thing is what I think they call it.
Yeah, totally.
That was kind of cool seeing all the logging stuff. There's a new stump grinder that's coming out. Oh, what did I just do? There's a new stump grinder that's coming out.
Yeah, that the one with the tracks there.
Yeah, it's like it reminded me of one of those things is at the ski resort, you know? That
Yeah, totally. I'm actually really excited for those tracks. I think that's going to be a godsend for getting the tracks set up.
Yeah,
There's a couple other ones with
like,
tracks. There's one that has like rubber tracks. I don't know what that is, but
yeah,
that thing also would be pretty interesting.
yeah. If you ever remake that little Volvo, you can put those on there. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Tracks.
Yeah, I think most of that stuff's coming over to the new one. I was trying to get better interiors for some of them, but it's proving to be a little difficult finding modelers that can do it, because I'm not good enough. I could spend probably 5,000 hours and make not a very good interior. So, but the 880 is the one that I'm working on right now, and it's slowly coming together.
That one and the I think it's the 325 cat with those tiny little bars in the window. That's like my favorite.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Yeah, that I'm a real big cat guy. I don't know why. I just grown around cats, so I'm a real big kitty cat fan.
I know, I like them all, man. I'm so like I'd say the top would be Tiger Cat. I'm a huge Tiger Cat fan, but I mean Caterpillar, awesome. John Deere stuff's awesome, but I like the little brands too, like the Timber Pros and the the Medill and stuff like that. I just like having the difference on them all. Yeah,
I've been playing a lot of American Truck Simulator actually.
Oh yeah.
One of the new trailers that just came out has I think it's a 2850 Medill or something like that. It's
sweet.
Actually really awesomely detailed. It's really cool.
Man,
So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got a wheel and shifter and all that, so.
Sweet. Yeah, I almost was gonna get back into that, but I just don't have the setup for it yet. I would like, if I were to do that, I would want like a full, like, you know, setup with like a chair when the wheel's already like bolted down kind of thing. I don't want to try to mix it with this. It's just too much.
Yeah, I've got a little stand that's in front of my joysticks that I use.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It's actually pretty cool. I use my pedals because I don't want to clog up more space.
No, that makes sense.
My dog's barking, sorry.
No worries. Get him. Thank you, Blame. I thought it was Blaine. It's Blame. Don't blame me. Alright. Oops.
Oh, I just completely cookie cuttered that tree. That's okay.
It happens. Yeah, we'll see how the nodes go in the next one. Maybe we'll be able to get rid of that. I don't think they're going to be changing, but you never know. I'm very skeptical of much change at all, other than just, you know, maybe some better performance, which is really all you need is better performance.
Yeah. I think it was one of your newer episodes that you were talking in. Oh, well, hold on. Let me start again.
Yeah, no worries.
One of the newer episodes that have been coming out don't have your audio. I don't know if it was like a...
Oh, yeah.
issue.
No, I glitched out, yeah. There's 3 episodes.
So I'm like...
Everybody's just talking to themselves.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I loved it.
Maybe something just happened, or...
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. It was just like really odd.
Well, I'd already published them, and I didn't have a clue. Like, I didn't even notice, 'cause I didn't check them. Because I hardly ever check them, because they're usually good. But that was just the one set. There's 3 episodes in a row that were like that. I was like, dang it. But
that's funny.
It made it entertaining, so you could just hear people responding. It's like a guessing game. You have to figure out what question I was talking about.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe he got like demonetized or something.
No.
I don't know.
No, they would have got it all. No, it was just a screw up on my part. It's when I switch back and forth from VR and stuff, sometimes it doesn't save my configuration. So it's trying to use my mic from my VR headset, and it's like, oh, that's not the mic that we can use, so... It just gets a little foolish.
Yeah.
It's all good, though. All good in the hood. When's the last time you played Meatball? It's been a while, eh?
Yeah.
You weren't in the last crew, were you? No, I don't think so.
No, I was not.
I like this diversification of how many people we get, like, randomly. It's never the same people twice, hardly ever.
Yeah, usually it's alternating weekends. I mean, now that my dad has COVID, I haven't really seen him much. Usually it's alternating weekends.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
So, yeah, but now that he has COVID and stuff, now I can't really see him. I don't think I've seen him in a month and
He's got him locked in isolation right now, or what?
Yeah, I mean, he works at an excavating company, but he drives a truck usually, so...
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's away from everybody most of the day.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. I mean, he can go to work, but his girlfriend, Nicole, cannot. Because she is in an office with a...
Yeah, and then you're locked in with a whole bunch of people? Yeah. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, I know I had it, and I'm probably one of those carriers or whatever they call them, so, yeah.
I think most people... Well, and that's the thing, though, like, it's just so all over the place with the news that you hear. Some people, I think everybody carries it one way or another. I think everybody's kind of got it. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And there's just so much, like, information out there that's good and bad that you just don't know what's what anymore. It's like, eh.
Yeah, I was wondering to myself the other day, I was actually sitting in science talking about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, I wonder if it'll just be like another flu shot vaccine or whatever when it passes.
Yeah, well, you never know, right?
Yeah, I've been kind of wondering about that or what it would be, but I don't know. I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some kind of plan and motion for the future of it, but seems like everything's so uncertain right now with what everybody's doing. It's like, and every country's doing something different and has different problems. And
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start skidding in a minute.
Oh, totally.
This last few.
Yeah, I've only got a couple trees left here anyway. Should probably jump on one of those too.
my favorite part about that single player. I punched for like 6 hours one day.
Yeah.
On the weekend, I punched for about 6 hours, and oh no, blame left. Uh-oh.
That is left. He'll be back.
Yeah. And I punched for about 6 hours, and probably cut, I don't know, like 500, 600 trees, and I drug them all over to the deck, and I sat there and processed for like a good probably 2 hours.
Isn't that wild when you get like what, just like giving her processing? It's like Yeah,
it was actually really cool. I completely buried myself. It was practically, I think it was up to the top. The pile was probably up to the top of the skidder by the time it was done. So
Holy.
It was actually
sounds
really
alright.
cool. Yeah, it was a smooth, steady, like 25 to 15 FPS. It was actually really cool.
Yeah, sometimes when you do the monster cuts, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, it was pretty scary there for a little bit. I was using your trailer, the new one, so I was cutting.
Oh,
like
that big
5
fat
or
one.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using like 5 or 4, so you know they just stack up. So
Yeah.
It got real dark real quick.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it's amazing how much you can fit in that stupid trailer. Just a little too much.
I just kept piling on there. I'm like, when's it gonna stop?
Yeah.
Is it not going to? So
You could probably fit too much on there, to be honest, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Get this. Oh, this would be a rough angle. I'll wait for you to drop.
Your processor's kind of God. Your processor's all wobbly and stuff. It's kind of funny. It's bouncing back and forth.
It's good. It means you're working it.
Yes. I also learned that the stump grinder, if you hit it with a solid object like a tree or a building or whatever, it kind of shoots you backwards. It's actually really cool.
Oh?
I learned it on complete accident. I bumped into a tree without it on, and it like shot me backwards. It was really cool.
That's how you know it's working, huh? When things shoot you backwards.
It was really surprising. I wasn't paying attention, and I just happened to hit a tree out of the middle of nowhere. I'm like, oh, that's cool. My new trick.
Yeah. The new sketchy trick.
Oops. Oh, darn it. I did it on accident. But, yeah, I think it's just probably collisions in there or something.
Oh, yeah. There's always something. You can never get it perfect. I mean, if you could, it'd be sweet, but I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
If you want perfect, you actually have to go do it for real.
Yeah. It was the funniest part. I happened to be watching those, I think it was that Tiger Cat or Medill, one of the two that was loading the other day on your channel. That was actually really cool. How perfectly everything was stacked. How
Which one was that?
reached over there and,
was it like real life or in game?
Yeah, it was in real life. He was bonking the trees against the shorts and all that.
Oh, really sorry. Cool. Here, 1 second. I'm just gonna slip out back here. There we go. Yeah, there's lots of crazy techniques that guys have for keeping everything stable. It's pretty wild. The more I see, the more I'm like, what? You can do that?
Yeah, I was pretty amazed. I didn't know that you can do certain things like that. I thought it was really cool.
Well, and then, you know, in-game trees don't react like real ones, so there's lots of stuff you can do that seems like impossible in this game, but in real life makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that tree going, you little bagger? Get out of there.
Floating stump. I don't know if I made that, but...
Alright, here comes another pile.
It's just a random little floating stump.
The love never ends.
Of course I can't, like, get it because it's in that one spot where you can't reach it.
Amazing how smooth the gameplay is when you don't have very many players, eh?
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I think it was, Pacific, maybe, is what I first started playing. Man, that was rough. That was a steady, probably 25 to 20 FPS. That was really bad. But we cut a lot of wood, though. That was crazy.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, you can get some crazy crazy piles and stuff. Surprisingly, it works too. I don't know how, but
yeah. I remember when I first started, I was real nervous. I didn't want to do anything, so I just kind of sat back and like pretended like I was taking pictures, but I wasn't.
Well, that's all right. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, so I just kind of sat back.
A lot of people feel that way when they first start, though, because it's like you don't know what you're supposed to do, and that's why I always say there's no rules. Jump on something. Worst case scenario, you make a mess, we clean it up because it's something to do.
Yep.
It's not for real, money or production, so no point in getting upset. You got to learn somehow.
Yep, that's how I learned. I actually started on keyboard and mouse, and I hated it. And then I went to an Xbox controller, and I hated that even more. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a pair of joysticks.
No, that's fair.
The G16000s. These are great.
Yeah, I really like these ones. I just like because they're ambidextrous. If the Warthogs did ambidextrous, then I'd probably try those. But even those are a little. The button arrangement's not quite right for a real machine.
Yeah, those I think it was the sim logs or whatever they're called that I posted in the chat. Those are like the dream that I would love to have, but they don't work outside of their program.
Hey Robert, let me just build a little pile here before you start loading them. It just makes it so they slide over each other a little nicer. And then once I've finished this pile, you can scoop them all. My advice for processor hot operating.
So yeah, those sim logs that were in the Discord are like the main goal that I would love to have. But
yeah, hey, yeah, they don't. Outside of their program, I didn't think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember talking to them like, oh god, it would have been around 2015 time for sure. Yeah, and they said, oh yeah, you can buy them. They're like $1,500 a stick or something. And I was like, holy frick. And then they're like, yeah, but they probably won't work because they're not considered a PC peripheral device or something. So you can't just plug them in and use them as if they are.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been totally found a way to get those. I don't know what my way would have been. I totally would have found a way to get them.
Yeah, Thrustmaster could probably do really well if they made like an operator-style joystick.
Yeah, now with this great community that we have, I mean,
oh man,
over like 600 people in the Discord now. And,
oh, I know.
I think it's like 35 or 40, almost 1,000 subs.
Yeah,
I think
we're getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a group for it. I know it's small in terms of the grand scale, but just that even how many people bought just like dual Thrustmaster joysticks, that should tell you that should tell you anything. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. The main reason why I got them is so I was watching you and I'm like, man, I would love to have that feeling.
Oh, it's so fun. And everybody's always like, where do I buy the things that are on the sides of my joysticks? I'm like, you gotta make them. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, those little buttons, those are actually really cool.
Frick, they're handy. Especially, well, for processing, they make sense. For everything else, it's kind of like, you probably don't need them.
Yeah, I remember going back and watching a couple of the older episodes of the Pacific Inlet, and you were setting them in the yarder. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, that was fun. God, that was fun.
Yeah.
The good old days.
We almost flipped it over, I remember. I put like 30 trees on it once.
I definitely have done some terrible things to that poor yarder. I've flipped it, I've rolled it, I've had it shoot off into like literally space and hit the barrier on the roof. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's my kind of like favorite thing to do is fly the helicopter up to the top.
Yeah, just go.
Bomb it,
and just jump out. See you later.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
I can't wait just to start over again with the new game. I kind of like that feeling of a clean slate to like redo the physics and redo all the stuff.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know anything about modding, but hopefully everything turns out.
Yeah, I hope they don't do anything too wild. Like and by the sounds of it, they're keeping it really similar. Probably because it's the exact same freaking game, but I'm not expecting like a whole crazy amount of stuff to change.
Yeah, I remember probably, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago now, that there was a huge rumor, oh yeah, they rebuilt the engine.
No. Yeah, I know, I remember everybody saying that. There's gonna be deformable ground. I remember that everybody's talking. I'm like, no, there won't be. If there was, it would have been in the frickin' farm con thing.
Yeah. I mean, now they have rocks or whatever. I mean, you can grab rocks with your tractor or whatever now.
Right. You can probably drive right through there, Robert.
I don't know if they have a...
Or hey, that works too. Hey, smart man, I like that. Yeah, you know how it's done.
I don't know if they would have the same
like a boss. Nice work, buddy.